Hi, today is July 10th, and it is this will be my 38th post, and I'm getting ready to drive home to Lompoc. I'm at my mom's house in San Rafael. I had to leave early. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I had to leave Mishawaka early because my husband is passing a kidney stone, and whereas in the past, the last 5 stones that he's passed, they went really smoothly, but this one's just not, and it keeps getting stuck. And the danger of that is it gets stuck in his I don't know what, I can't remember what the tube is called that goes from your kidney to your bladder, and it's very excruciatingly painful. This kidney stone is like a 4 millimeter. He's been to the doctor, and they x-rayed it, or he took a CAT scan, and they determined the size of it, and it's probably, which is pretty big, but Rick, unfortunately his tubes have been stretched out enough that they tend to go through, but this one is, I guess, got little barbs or something. He says it's very painful, so he's really suffering, and I just needed to drop everything and come. Darn thing. Anyway, not that I don't want to be there for my husband, but it's like these things come, right? Isn't that life? Anyway, so I just have so many things going on in my head, like I always do. But I really wanted to throw this out, this whole idea of the way that the universe works to give us the tools that we need to heal. And we always have them at our, we always have the material that we need to heal at our disposal. And not just heal, but also to become enlightened. And what does that mean? To be awakened. And awakened is when you're not being bothered by the suffering of life. I mean, there's always tragedy and pain all around us, but as Buddha, as the original awakened one said, the suffering is what causes, the attachment is what causes the suffering. And so when we can become unattached, and that doesn't mean we don't have feelings, but when we can become unattached and we don't keep playing the story over and over and over again, then our healing begins, and then we just start pulling away the layers. And I know I've talked about this, I'm sure you know this, and this is the beauty of life to me, is that we are given constantly these indicators of there's something deep inside that needs to be looked at. And those indicators are the things that cause us such pain and make us angry and aggressive and righteously indignated, and which, all those things that happen when, politicians or somebody speaks and we don't like what they say, or we don't like the tone of what they say, or we don't like how they went about it. And those are the keys. Those are the keys, those little things. Those things that make us get really pissed off, angry. That is the key moment when you stop yourself and you go, okay, what am I really mad at? What am I really mad at? What is making me feel this way? And what sort of, what's underneath it? What feeling do I have? Am I feeling shame? I'm feeling anger, but what's behind the anger? Shame, or discontent, or abandonment, or, betrayal? And then we have to look at that, and then we have to get behind that and go, what does all that mean? If I am indeed a whole being unto myself, if I am at that thought, then what is it that I'm looking at? What do I need to love within myself? What do I need to love in another person? What do I need to forgive? So unconditional love is a really, really, people throw that out. Maybe they don't. Unconditional love is a pretty big and bold achievement, because unconditional love means you're loving everything unconditionally. So that includes Hitler, Trump, and anybody who really irritates you. If it's Clinton, or, if you're irritated by somebody's action, then you're not, and you're withholding love. You're actually withholding love from yourself, because we really are connected. But that that getting to, if you're trying to get to that unconditional love, maybe you're not. If you're listening to me, then I would suspect that you probably are on that journey. I know that I am. This is what my ultimate goal is, and I don't know that I will achieve it in this life, because I don't think you can in a lifetime, but is this deep understanding of what that means, that unconditional love, to recognize that all these things that come up that I feel wounded by, that they're all indicators of something that's so much deeper that I need to heal within myself. And I can only do it. Nobody else can do it for myself, you know. Okay, this probably needs to be written down in my mind, because then I can form these ideas even better. But that's what's going on in my head. Okay, so I'm going to go back one more step. There was something else that I had talked about before, about that Krishna had said in the Bhagavad Gita, and he said that the greatest thing that causes our suffering is anger. So we have to root out the cause of whatever that anger is, and the anger is caused by so many things. And I'm not saying these aren't real things. I mean, people are hurt all the time by other people's actions. But if your action and I'm feeling it's causing a hurt within me, it's not really your action that causes a hurt within me. It is my own attachment to whatever it is that you're talking about that's bothering me. There's something deep in there that and really has nothing to do with you, because it's all really a personal, individualistic experience, and not from a narcissistic place where it's all about me. It is all about you, or it's all about me. But a narcissist would say everybody else is the other, and I'm saying that it is all about me, and everybody else is here to help me to see myself better and clearer. And so you're helping me every time I get hurt. You're helping me. You've come to help me do that, to see that. And until we can really start to understand that, then it won't get cleared up. And so that this book this is the second time that it's been referenced outside of myself, but recently I was writing about this. This book is called The Little Soul, The Journey of the Little Soul. I think Neil Walsh. He has 3 names, and I'm forgetting how his name goes. Neil something Walsh. Walsh. Anyway, he wrote Conversations with God, and he wrote this children's story. I believe he wrote this children's story, and it's about the little soul, and it sits in the God. Our spirit is talking about why we embody, and the reason that we embody is because, and we make contracts with other souls to help us to see the truth of who we are, to learn how to love unconditionally. All right, I'll research the title of that so I can give it to you better. It keeps coming up, and I wrote, before I left on my trip, I was writing about it, that very book, and it came up again the other day, and I just thought, I really have to investigate this even more, because it is an excellent teaching. This book explains in a very simplistic terms what we're doing as spirit, as souls in these human forms. Okay, so embrace those things that happen to you. All of a sudden, people who piss you off and situations and so on that piss you off, oh my God, embrace them, because they're giving you some information about what is really driving you. Okay, I'm gonna get on the road now. I got about 6 hours to drive, and maybe I'll use my tape recorder and just keep talking, because this stuff is just going on in my mind. I wish I could just hook some sort of thing into my brain and it would just go onto a piece of paper. Okay, bye. Blessings.